Hey guys, and welcome back to the Blue Podcast Network. You're with us again, season number 2, The Purple Show. Woo! You're joined by me, your host, Henry, the best, Neil, or yeah, we'll go with that. I can't think of a better nickname for me. Tom McManaman.
No, bro, your name's Henry Slabhead Maguire.
Yeah, but I prefer the best Neil, so go with that.
No,
The best Neil.
absolutely. You can't just give yourself a different
You just
nickname.
give it-
And now.
The purpose of nicknames is that other people
Yeah.
make up the
Yeah.
nickname for you.
That's actually sadder that you've made that up for yourself.
He's thought about it.
Yeah.
I'm not feeling 100% this week, so we're going to go with that anyway. We've got Tom McManaman.
Yep.
Back again.
McManimal.
Sorry.
Was that-
The animal. The animal. No,
Yep.
no, cool. Right, cool.
So I'm
Um,
wearing a dragon. If you
we've
guys can't
got-
see.
A bit of cover this week. We've
We have
got
to.
Lloyd, Brainy Box, fucking nerd.
Wow.
Hassel.
Bro.
Just abuse.
Wow.
Just abuse.
Wow.
That's what mean.
I hate when it gets
He
to me. What's going to happen?
Last season he kicked my ass at all
There's
the
the
quizzes,
door.
so I have
There's
to.
the door.
Actually, do you know what? Should we just do us three? Yeah.
And we've got a new host this week. We've got Jamie joining us. We're going to have to come up with a better nickname for you, but obviously
Yeah.
I need some time
Well, yeah,
to come up with a good one.
Doesn't want to fuck up, basically.
Yeah.
Dangerous.
Nerd and brain box for me.
Wow.
Don't abuse me, please.
Double threat.
Just chilled out Jamie. We'll go with that for now. Chilled out
Take
Jamie.
it for now.
Well, you could say something about his multiple languages.
Well, I was gonna, because obviously you're an Ajax fan. You work for Ajax, very much in that Dutch spirit. I was thinking, just chilled out Dutch.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
We'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at
I'll
that.
leave it at that. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
We'll
He
take
just
up-
thought of that one on the spot. He's probably had brain box and nerd in his brain for hours.
Wow. We'll take up my Jamaican heritage as
That's
well.
what I called you last
Yes,
year.
you did.
so
Yeah.
I've had this one for a while. So you're back with us for another season of European updates. This is going to be the European show this week. So we've actually got rid of the team of the week because we're going to leave the Premier League stuff to Lloyd's Gold Show, which you can also check out. I think it
Came out yesterday.
so you can catch that for this week. So we're going to move on to basically just covering up all the leagues. We're not going to
Well,
we're not
all
going to
of
have
them.
we're not going to have the Bundesliga this week because they haven't played any games.
it's not what I'm talking about.
What?
Why do we not do a certain...
Oh, right, yeah. Obviously, no one wants to cover the Liga because that's boring.
Not even.
What? What? You just say La Liga?
Liga.
Lugun. I thought you said La
Liga.
Liga. I was like,
No.
The Liga and McDonald's, which I think says it all, doesn't
Well,
it?
yeah, it was Uber Eats last year.
Yeah.
McDonald's this
Yeah,
year.
but also the fact that no broadcasting
No,
company
Yeah,
actually
I can't
wants to.
even if I wanted to watch it on
Where you gonna
on
watch it?
Discovery,
Yeah,
you can't even watch it on
we
there.
cover
so.
interesting leagues. So
Yeah.
obviously, our Portuguese man, McManaman, is around.
Hi, guys.
We've got La Liga, who's usually covered by Carlos, but obviously he's not here this week. We've got Lloyd covering that this week.
Yeah.
Jamie's covering the Eredivisie, taking over from Isaac. Unfortunately, he's moved over to the Gold Show to cover the Premier League.
He's
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
We've tried to
he
try something
works
different.
for Ajax. It makes really
It
good
makes
sense to
perfect
bring him in.
Usually, I'd be covering the Bundesliga, but unfortunately, there's no games in the Bundesliga this week, and also we haven't got Daniel because he's unfortunately not feeling too well. Thoughts and prayers as usual. So I will be covering the Serie A this week.
Sounds good. Oh, whenever you say thoughts of prayers, it just gets me. It just gets me.
Well, we've been nice because he's ill. Like, it's what it is.
Yeah, I know. It just gets me. I don't know what it
nice
is.
to him is not here and not
Yeah.
What's going
What do
on?
you mean?
Because I was wearing a Liverpool shirt earlier. That's why.
Yeah, no, not at all. Don't wear that in my.
Well, we know what his
presence
punishment is next time.
again.
He's already done it.
Again.
So, to give you a bit of a background as to what we're going to be doing this year in terms of format, each week we're going to be doing an update on all our leagues in a certain order.
Yeah.
We've got players of the week. So we're going to be coming up with a goalkeeper, a defender, a midfielder, and an attacker from each of our respective leagues, and saying which one of them performed best.
We'll vote, I guess.
And we'll vote as to who of us wins, and basically that person will receive a point from each of these categories. So there are 4 points.
You keeping track of it?
I've got this year. I've got a spreadsheet. So that's exactly it.
Let's see how long that lasts.
I am an Excel wizard, mate.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You've seen. Okay. Shut the fuck up. You've seen my spreadsheets. They're fucking mad.
Yeah, it's a lot of them.
Yes, there are because it makes sense.
Let's see how it goes.
So each week we'll do.
And then you hate it when I find something wrong with it and you have to change it.
I hate you so
You
much.
do.
That was a
Takes
look of
so
hatred. That
long.
was
It
deep
took me
hatred.
so much time
Yeah,
to do that,
and
and you
I
just ripped it to shreds.
It's soul destroying. It's like absolutely not.
It's also when it's something so simple as
It's like
well.
minimal.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Enough of that. Thing,
It's like when you decide to do the clip schedule a week later than it was supposed to be.
because we wouldn't. Oh, it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
You're not going to rile me this week. So we'll go through each of those different areas of the pitch and go through each one. Each of us will have a candidate and we'll go up against them. So a Bundesliga, a Serie A, a La Liga, Eredivisie, and a Portuguese league player each week.
Primera Liga, is that right?
That's the
on
one.
that right?
Primera Liga, yep.
Well, you
Oh,
should
it was actually Liga NOS as well.
Liga NOS.
I remember Liga. Liga
But
NOS
it's,
is awesome.
it's not that anymore.
Is
is it?
yeah, I think they
Because
Primera
changed it.
Liga.
NOS is a
Primera.
bank, isn't it? I'm pretty sure. I went to...
I mean, yeah, it's a bank, but it also means like us, so it kind of
yeah,
means
yeah.
our league, basically.
Okay.
So, but yeah, no, it's Primera Liga, yeah, of course.
We'll then move on to a quiz. So each week will be a different member of our team doing the quiz. I've got a rota this week, so now we can keep a track of exactly who's doing the quiz. And then there will be 3 questions, each worth a point, that the person asks us, the rest of us, and we're not doing teams this year. We're just going to do, each of us, we've got our whiteboards, we're going to write down our answers to each of the questions. If you get it right, you get a point. Simple as.
You know what? I might leave you having the purple show because I am not keeping track of that.
Let him do his
Yeah,
spreadsheets.
you can have.
It took me a while to write this format.
Yeah.
The points are going to be totaled, and at the end of each month, the member with the least points will have to do a punishment. So it's not going to be
Yes.
every week. It's going to, you have to keep track. So
Right.
if you want to catch the punishment, you've
Okay.
got to keep watching, basically.
So am I?
so this is stuff.
Am I standing in for Carlos?
Yeah. So your
Yeah,
points
So
for Carlos
my
is
points is for Carlos.
My
And
points.
you could screw him over badly.
if you are standing in for Carlos on a punishment week, and he isn't there and he has the punishment, you have to do the punishment.
Yeah.
Never.
Yep.
Oh, is this, I guess it goes with any of us.
Right.
Let's go,
Wow.
Yep,
Carlos,
exactly.
Carlos, you better not chicken out the week that you've got punishment, mate.
No,
he's
because
not
you could try and screw him over and it backfires on
Yeah.
you.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
that's
which
not
is why
lucky.
I'm going to try.
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah,
why
fair
I'm
enough.
gonna-
And my
so-
points this week are going to Dan, because I'm covering Serie A. Because
Fair enough.
well, I'm not covering Serie A because I haven't watched the games, but actually I covered them a little bit.
No,
I
I think
we'll come into
I
that.
think we give Dan just a 2-point cushion for being ill
Yeah, what? So my points count for myself?
Yes.
Do they? Okay, cool.
Yeah,
happy with
I
that.
think we
that's
just
fair.
let him.
because he's ill. It's
I'm happy to.
Or a
one
1 point
2
cushion.
points.
I think 1 point.
1 point.
Because
Because it's
I'm
only
not participating.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I think
Yeah,
1
yeah.
point seems fair.
As quizmaster, I will agree with that.
also, wouldn't it make sense to do more every? I know we should. This is a group chat conversation.
Yes,
Fair
Every 5 weeks.
it's every month. I do it based on month because that's how I've got the spreadsheet. So
Fair
don't fuck with my spreadsheet or you'll piss me off.
No.
We'll talk about it.
that. We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
No, we're not going to talk about it. This
If
time.
there's a revision, it will be next week. so
Another
it's fine.
time.
No, it's every month. I've got it sorted now. Leave it. So the last point I have to make on the kind of format is that at the end of the season, the member with the most points will win a mystery prize, and I'm also going to buy you a trophy. I'm going to buy a little trophy, but I'll buy you a
Oh,
trophy.
wow.
So the winner
then
will win a
next
trophy.
season you could come with the trophy and
Hand it back, and then obviously we'll go
Nice.
again.
That's
Yeah.
nice.
So there'll be a trophy and a mystery. We haven't decided what the prize is yet. We're going to decide that.
Yeah.
But it'll be something. It'll be funny. So this week we've got a quiz by the lovely Jamie for the first week, and then we'll have our player of the weeks. But first of all, league updates. We're going to start with drum roll. Would have been Carlos. It's going to be you, Lloyd.
Right.
La Liga.
okay.
What happened?
Well, Real Madrid got off to a really poor start in La Liga. They drew 1-1 away from home against Mallorca. Ferland Mendy got a red card as well in the 97th minute, so he's suspended for the next few matches, which is a loss for them. And I didn't watch the game, but I watched the highlights, and they never really got going. I mean, the link up with Mbappe and Vinicius, it seemed like Vinicius at times was being a little bit too selfish. Other times Mbappe was being a bit too selfish, not passing the ball as much. Rodrigo scored a nice goal, to be fair to him. But yeah, there was a clip that it was like Bellingham saying, "You three need to be scoring more goals because the run back is so tiring." He was going to them at half time. And yeah, 1-1 draw away from home. That's not the start that you want. But Barcelona got a big win away from home against Valencia because that was not an easy place to go last year. And Hansi Flick and Lewandowski. Lewandowski gets 2 goals. So could he be back on his form from the Bayern year when they won the sextuple? Potentially. I mean, my goodness me, that would be certainly something. But then again, they're letting Gundogan go on a free. So not everything's all rosy
Yeah.
for Barcelona,
I
I
mean,
wouldn't say.
the Barcelona finance situation, like they need to stop acting like they've got loads of money, don't they? Because like it's getting to the point now where they're just making stupid decisions.
Sign Olmo for 40 million and then can't actually register him till you get rid of a player. So you get
Yeah.
rid of another player for free.
Yeah, no, it doesn't make any sense.
It's a loss.
Like
At all.
leadership potential, like how good Gundogan is anyway. Like it just seems silly. When if they can't afford him, why would you buy him?
Yeah. No, I mean, Zubimendi lost as Real Sociedad lost 2-1, so I'm a little bit not happy, but I'm looking at that like okay, you know what, that's cheered me up a tiny bit. If Liverpool didn't win, let's say, and Real Sociedad lost, it would have been like, oh, well, at least they lost as well because Mendy was there. He did come off the bench and score, though.
So Mendy?
Yeah. So he came off the bench and scored, but obviously it wasn't enough.
Hmm.
As for Villarreal Atletico, 4-goal thriller, 2-2. Alvarez came on. Sorloth scored for Atletico against his former club, first game. So that was a pretty good thing for him.
He seems to be a solid player. I think that time at Palace didn't help him much. But when he went out on loan, he was a phenomenal. And when he's gone to La Liga, he seems to be. There seems to be a player in there.
Rejuvenation is the word.
Maybe, but I don't think he was ever that bad. Is my point. I think he was. It just didn't work at Palace. But obviously, you could see as soon as he went to Trabzonspor, amazing.
No, he's a good player, and they've got the depth up top now with Alvarez, Griezmann, Correa. You know, those four. They're all decent players. I mean, I know Morata left to go join Milan, but he was always in and out the team a little bit. So they've recruited really well, I think, especially with Gallagher joining as well now.
Yeah.
I think they've got a really solid side. Potentially, if it all goes well for them, they could finish inside the top 2, which I think would be a massive achievement for Simeone if they can do that. I probably don't think they will, but...
Cool. We're going to round off each of these sections just with a very quick one line. Who's your predicted winner of your league season? So for La Liga, very, very quickly, obviously Carlos will give us his opinion next week. Who's going to win La Liga this year?
Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah,
Nice.
makes sense.
Very cool. So it would have been Bundesliga next. Obviously, we're not doing that this week. We're going to move into Serie A, which is me. I did not plan this. I wrote this months ago. I wrote this months ago.
We believe you.
So let's quickly go through the fixtures. A lot of draws this week. A lot of big teams drawing.
Yeah.
You've got Inter, Fiorentina, AC Milan, Bologna, Roma. That's it. So 5 big teams drawing. You also have the like of Napoli getting thumped
3-0
by Hellas Verona. People just aren't liking the kind of Conte ultra training. Like, it's just people aren't getting on with it at all, are they? Obviously, a new winger coming in David Neres, which you'll know all about. We'll get onto him.
Yeah, he's a good player. I feel like he's inconsistent. The issue he had here, the issue he had at Benfica. It's just a bit inconsistent. Good signing, but is he really going to turn a team around that needs realistically more than just him? I don't know.
Yeah. We'll see. I don't know how long Conte lasts, if I'm honest. Yeah. I think it could be an early sacking for him, potentially, but we'll get on.
That's one game.
It is, but I also
I still think it's a good appointment. I still think he'll do all right. I think since they lost Spalletti and then they went to Walter, was it Materazzi? Yeah. I mean, that's such a downgrade. It's unbelievable. I mean, we saw him at Watford. And I mean,
to be fair to Conte, I remember at Chelsea he didn't do very well his first 3 games.
Well, this is where I was.
And then turned it around and then won the league.
Yeah.
So
anything can happen, obviously. But I mean, it's just because I'm hearing murmurs from the club that they're already thinking about sacking him, and the players aren't happy, and they're kind of starting arguments and stuff. So I'm just a little bit concerned. But we'll see. They shouldn't be. You should back your manager, but I'm just a little bit concerned. There were 2 teams that did thump people this week, and 2 teams I think could be in the title race this season. You've got Atalanta under Gasperini, fresh off their Europa Conference League win against Bayer Leverkusen. 4-0 thumping of Lecce. The new star striker, Retungi, getting a brace. And a new midfielder. I don't know where he came from, but Brascagni scored 2 as well. They've always been solid, Atalanta, I think. I think this is...
I'd say more in recent years, really.
Last 3 to 4 years, they've suddenly really shot up as a properly big team.
How I know
I'd
that.
Agree, but I think it's been steady, right?
They've battered...
battered!
Absolutely thumped.
In literally one game, it went from potentially winning 4 trophies to...
Oh, well,
suddenly
we'll take the Carabao Cup.
It's gone from not caring to actually we're gonna go.
But I saw a thing actually. He was meant to have a medical at Napoli, the midfielder who scored 2 goals, and then the day after that he signs for Atalanta, and then of course he scores 2 goals on his debut. So I bet Conte's kicking himself that he's missed out.
Yeah, I think Atalanta is such a well-run club. Like it's time that they get their moment in the sun, because they came up in 2010 and then it's been consistent ever since. And then you look at like 2016-17 onwards, 4th, 7th, 3rd, 8th, 5th, 4th. How solid they've been. And it's the Gasperini effect. He seems to be a really good manager. And this
consistency as well.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Consistently performing.
And how many players have they gone through? Have they had to sell?
Yeah.
and they're still great.
Yeah.
I think their recruitment's good as well. That's the thing. They've had a free at the back, and they've stuck with that.
Yeah. Also, the new home of Ben Godfrey, who went there this summer,
Yeah,
which is a bit mental.
Very interesting.
And then
Probably fancy the hotter climate.
Yeah, I don't
Fair,
blame him.
Yeah.
Why not move to Bergamo? Come on. But,
and then
more hotter.
we have Juventus,
More hotter.
who I don't know if you guys
More hot? Sorry.
Hotter.
hotter.
I said more hotter.
Yeah,
No, not
you
more.
don't know
More,
just
just
hotter.
hotter.
Just
Just
hotter.
hotter. Oh, right.
Look at the
Just
Dutch guy
teaching
giving
you
English lessons.
Well, you do speak 6 languages.
Yeah, he's just speaking like
Seven?
Carlos. He's
8?
trying to be Carlos. Can't speak
No,
English.
no.
Quickly cover on Juve. Thiago Motta seems to have put his football into play. I don't know if you've seen on TikTok. There's a guy who covers the Juventus stuff. I don't know if you've probably seen him around.
Oh, yeah, I saw him. Yeah.
His review of it was so good. And like apparently the total football that they're playing is similar to Bologna. Looks incredible.
I've got a friend who supports Bologna, said the same thing. He was kicking himself when they left.
Yeah.
When
Motta
Motta
left.
left, because you're looking at it going, he was incredible for them.
An amazing debut for Mbangula. We'll come on to him later on. Cambiasso looks incredible as a fullback. Always looked good. Now he looks incredible playing in the coming in midfield. Yeah, we weren't sure after Juventus' kind of summer business how it would look, but it looks phenomenal. So another title contender. But, and I'm going to go rogue with my shout because fuck it, I'm not Dan. I'm going to go Atalanta to win the league this season. Fuck
Really?
it, they look great, and everybody else looks kind of average. I'm going to go for it. Atalanta
Oh,
to win the
that's
league.
Fair enough.
very interesting.
Fair enough.
Dan might not agree, but I'm going to leave it. So let's
Fair
moving on to the Portuguese Liga, Premier Liga.
Primeira Liga.
Primeira Liga. That's
There's only really one team that's kind of done better than thought at the start, and that's Famalicão.
Famalicão.
Winning 2 games.
Nice.
Doing very well.
Was it Benfica was one of them, wasn't it?
So yeah.
Yeah.
So if I go to the
It
matches,
was a good game, actually.
they beat Benfica in the first game of the season. What's the score again?
2-0, I think.
2-0, yeah, I think so.
Yes.
Where are you? Sorry, my brain's gone.
No, it
Yeah,
100%
2-0.
was. Yep.
They're playing really well. Pretty good football. Sporting, 9 goals in 2 games.
Victor Gyökeres.
Victor Gyökeres,
Yeah,
yeah.
Gyökeres is amazing. But,
It's just, yeah. It's they're my favourites this season.
Yeah.
To be honest, Sporting.
No surprise. in that.
Porto are second favourites. I want to back Porto, but because they won it last year, I think Sporting are going to have a bit more of a fire in their belly because they probably could have won it last season.
realistically, yeah.
Yeah. So they have a bit of like a grudge, I think, this season. So yeah, they won. Braga sacked their manager Daniel Sousa after just 2 games.
Jesus Christ.
I
can beat that though.
brought in Carlos Carvalhal.
Oh, he used to manage
yeah,
Swansea
Carvalho.
all those
Yeah.
years
I
ago.
remember the
He's
name.
very
Yeah.
experienced manager.
Yeah.
But I don't think they did that. They didn't really start the season that badly. They won and drew.
That's not
Mm.
bad.
And then
then
they sacked
sacked
him.
They
Yeah.
had issues inside the
Yeah, it was
club.
obviously
Must be
internal.
It was there was something to do with him not getting along with like technical director
Mhm.
and then director of football, and then the chairman backs the director of football
Yeah.
and just went, you know what, if you're not going to see eye to eye on this, because basically I think what it was he wanted to sack the director of football for someone else, and the director of football had been there for a long time and just went, you know what, the chairman just went, you can go, and sacked him.
Yeah, it's a common misconception in football where you think that on FM, like if you're the manager, you can sack the director of football and bring in whoever you
Yeah,
want.
no.
In football, director of football
No.
is the guy who runs the club.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
telling me someone's going to come into Arsenal and sack Edu Gaspar. It's
Well,
not
the only
gonna
person who
happen.
could do it is Sam Kroenke, the Kroenke guy.
Yeah,
It's the
but
only person who could do it.
Also, the other thing as well is the director of football used to play for them, so
Yeah.
it's
Right.
like sacking an idol.
Yeah,
It's not,
never
you're not
gonna
doing
happen.
it, so you might as well
don't
even
make
try.
that fight. Yeah, exactly.
I do also want to mention Vittoria C. Again, also winning 2 games at the start of the season.
Nice,
Not comfortably, both games, but
solid.
they won. But
Is it Vittoria? Is that Bebe? Was Vittoria Bebe? I've got
Vitória Guimarães, right?
the one with the black badge.
Yes,
yeah,
the black badge.
Vitória
Yeah,
Guimarães.
Is that Bebe or was that? Am I thinking of somebody else? Was that
Might
Rio
be
Ave?
someone else. I think.
yeah.
Real
They weren't
Real.
comfortable with it.
I think it was.
But
But they got there in
we
the
got there
end.
in the end.
Yeah.
Mori and Ezzy. Morientes. So I'm looking to him because he knows Portuguese.
Morientes, sorry.
Morientes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Morientes.
that's why I was actually closer than you were.
I was thinking of a player. That's
No,
why.
yeah,
Morientes.
Morientes.
Yeah.
I do have a quick question with you on that one. Because you might have told me already, but I've completely forgotten. Obviously, we spent a lot of time last season with you checking a certain club. How did their season end?
Chavez got relegated.
They did get relegated.
No.
Yeah,
So-
Chavez went down.
Chavez went down.
And are they going to come back up?
I'm not keeping track of the second
Fair enough.
division.
Did Arauca
Yes,
stay?
of course they are.
Thank you.
Did Arauca stay up? Or did they-
Arauca.
Arauca?
Yes, they did.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, they
I thought they were going to get relegated. To be fair.
No, they stayed up. On the Morientes.
Morientes.
Yeah, Morientes. They actually went down to 10 men in the 64th minute, conceded to make it 1-1 in the 66th minute, and then won it in the 79th.
Wow. Quality.
So, fair play.
That's what you want to see.
That's what you want to see.
And they have a player called Madson.
Yep.
Which I think is amazing.
Incredible.
Madson.
But, I think Sporting this season, they're just going to have that fire.
Yeah, Gyökeres looks very good.
And they haven't lost a lot of their key players.
No.
They
Gyökeres
haven't.
was going to
Yeah.
leave. Stayed.
They've got Marcus Edwards,
Yeah.
who looks good, who's been linked away a couple of times to English clubs, like Tottenham have been
We
linked.
came from Tottenham.
Came from
so
Tottenham,
played
they've
for
linked
Guimarães,
that.
didn't you?
I think you guys are also sleeping on Goncalves.
Goncalves is great.
Yeah,
Brancana.
Bulsovs is good.
Mate,
Trincao is there now.
Wait.
Oh,
Listen, I kind of want to get into this
Go on.
later on, but he scored 3 goals and got 2 assists in the first 2 games
Crazy.
from midfield.
Yeah.
We'll come on to him when we do
Bro.
our team of the week. But
Yeah.
Diamond,
Yeah.
I mean, all our FM players will know the likes of Inacio, Diamonde, Quaresma, all
That's what I
very
was going to
good.
say. Diamonde's good.
So yeah, and your prediction is Sporting to win the league.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Last but not least,
Yeah.
Eredivisie.
Time to make a grown man cry, I guess. And I might as well start there. We'll start with Ajax, I guess. We suffered a very sad defeat, to be fair with you. NAC Breda, away from home, went 1-0 down. Then equalised, scored a winner in the 90th minute, got disallowed for a very questionable handball. A minute later conceded and lost the game 2-1. So, great start for us, I guess. 1-1, lost 1. Nice, we're down in 8th. Let's have a look at the other top teams. So, this week I didn't really pay much attention because I've been in Denmark the week. But Feyenoord, 5-1 away from home. Calvin Stengs, Paixão, Henkel, and Jimenez with 2.
Nice.
So they've started pretty strong.
Who's the new boss of Feyenoord?
The new boss, good question. I actually have no idea. I don't even know if they've appointed one right now.
Or it might be a caretaker still.
Yeah, let me have a quick look.
Obviously, they lost Schlott to Liverpool.
Yeah, they haven't because it's still said. Oh no, here we go. Feyenoord hires Brian Prisk as head coach. So they've got a head coach, not manager at the moment.
Right. Okay.
So they're probably still looking
So
for one.
who is this Brian Prisk? Can you give us a little bit of like where has he come from?
I do know, but I'm gonna have to double check because my brain is not working at the moment.
It's all good.
Here we go. He's Danish manager. Was at Sparta Prague for a bit, and then Antwerp and Mechelen.
right?
So
Okay.
he's
Teams I know.
managed big clubs. In their
Big
for their
European
division
clubs.
for at least.
Mm.
Yeah, for their division. It's a bit of a 50-50 because I think bringing foreign managers to the Netherlands is a bit difficult because I think the Dutch league is a bit of a strange one in terms of there's quite a big drop off between the best teams and like the smaller clubs, and I think mostly will get Dutch managers just because they know how that is. A lot of managers throughout Netherlands are ex-players.
Yeah.
So you have like
You
a
know
Van
the-
Nistelrooy who was linked with the job. But
chose to us instead.
yeah, I was gonna say we'll see how it goes.
I think he's just to quickly
Yeah.
comment on that. I think he's
Yeah.
the next Man United manager when Ten
Who?
Hag goes. I think it'll be. Ruud
Van Nistelrooy.
Van Nistelrooy. I've got a funny feeling they brought him in because if it doesn't work with Ten Hag, they're going to give it to him.
I could see him doing it, but
I've got a funny
yeah.
feeling because they brought in a set piece coach, an attacking coach, and a kind of mental health coach, all who are managers.
basically everyone from Ajax has gone there, which
Basically.
I'm very sad about. Don't like Premier League
Should we
anymore.
talk about Ajax? Because obviously you've got a foreign manager
Yeah.
who I thought was a really, really good appointment. Like obviously Nice had done quite well last season under this guy.
Yeah, but I just
Very early to be.
the thing
precise.
with Ajax is that we sell our best players and we kind of hope that we hope that our academy can keep churning out these players, but we're not really investing. So realistically, we got rid of Todic. Bergwijn we've still got, which I think probably could let him go now and try and get somebody else. Same with Berghaus. I think it's interesting because, as I said, we had that Europa League qualifier where we ended up losing 1-0 away to Panathinaikos and then won 13-12 on penalties with our striker missing both and a 40-year-old goalkeeper saving 5.
Yes. Yeah.
So that kind of sums up the kind of position we're in at the moment, which is a bit worrying because we'll look at, for example, PSV, who won 3-1 away from home against Hercules. And, that puts them on top with 2 games, 8 goals. So, and they've conceded 1. That kind of, The other team I just want to mention before we kind of wrap up here is Willemsvee, recently promoted from the 2nd division against Go Ahead Eagles. Won 2-0, very comfortable. Their keeper made about 15 saves in the game.
Damn.
Blimey.
Absolutely incredible. I think one of the best goalkeeping performances I've seen in a very long time. I think he's just signed from a free. So,
fair enough.
yeah,
Bit of business.
clearly good signing. And also, Fortuna Sittard, who are sitting in 2nd at the moment.
Damn.
I think they've got a European game coming up tomorrow. But yeah, they beat Almere 3-0. And other than that, I think there's not... The only real big team is Zwolle, who's bottom of the league.
Damn.
Conceded 6-2 and no points.
It's not ideal.
Yeah, it's not great. And scored 1.
Put it better.
Yeah, and scored 1.
Oh,
and
right,
the
yeah.
1 was an own goal.
Nice.
So,
So
yeah.
their top scorer his own goal, just like the Euros then.
Yes.
We can talk about that.
All right, so I'll say, I
And your
think...
prediction.
I don't want to do this, but I think realistically, the
Yes.
team going to win the league is going to be PSV.
Yeah.
Realistically,
Yeah.
it should be PSV or Feyenoord.
Well,
One of
Feyenoord
the
is
two.
still with that turbulence of the new manager. Obviously, Ajax have got their own problems.
Yeah, I just can't say Feyenoord
Yeah.
for
I
this
back
sake.
the PSV shout. I understand completely. Cool. So let's move on to our players of the week bit. This is where
Yep.
we're going to need our whiteboards, ladies and gentlemen.
Do we?
Yeah, we do.
Wouldn't it be for the quiz?
Yeah.
We'll use them for this as well. So goalkeeper, and then we'll hold up our.
Oh, mate.
picks.
I think we can just.
I
think?
think
Because
I've got
it's-
it written down.
yeah,
we should just read it
okay.
off.
Cool.
Yeah,
we can.
because
We
it
can
doesn't.
do
It doesn't
that.
make sense to write it down because it's not like we're surprising you, really.
Yeah.
We can't. It's a little bit. I don't know. It's fine. We can go without this week, and then we can see how it goes.
Yeah.
Cool. So we're going to start off with our goalkeeping selection as we normally would.
Yep.
Cool.
That bit has not changed. Let me quickly get the stats of my guy up.
Should I go first? If I have everything.
Yes, go ahead.
So I'm going with Diogo Costa for Porto.
Yeah.
2 clean sheets, 8 saves with obviously 100%. 87% distribution accuracy, which is pretty good for a keeper. And he also made a lot of key saves against Moriense, helping maintain a strong defensive record.
Cool. Very
Cool.
strong. I mean, I rate it. I think if Edison had left, strong candidate for
Yeah.
replacement. I think he's of that quality.
Mhm.
He's been linked with Man United before as well. Like a very, very
He's a
good
fantastic
keeper.
keeper, yeah.
Yep, I'm not surprised to see him at the top. One man who I am quite surprised is at the top this week is a man named Juan Musso, who plays for Atalanta,
Right.
is their goalkeeper, but only because they have a very young Italian goalkeeper called Kromeshki.
I know.
Kremesh,
Yeah,
I
who
know
I
you're on
thought
about.
would play, but he hasn't, and Musso's played, but he's done quite well, especially considering that Lecce had more shots than Atalanta did, and had pretty much did 4 to 6 on target, so they've got a lot of shots
So
off.
six saves.
No, 4 saves, sorry. So
4
four,
saves,
four
okay.
saves
Right.
out of Musso. So maybe not quite as good as Costa in terms of saves, but we'll get his stats up as well.
It's not come prepared.
Well, in all fairness, I didn't know I was doing Serie A until about 5 minutes ago. So
It's
bear
your
with me.
podcast, bro.
I am done doing it.
I'm a bit worried about my picks because there were not many standouts in La Liga this
Really?
week. To be honest,
Yeah.
no, there wasn't.
So-
There wasn't too many players who really were like, wow. The 2 games that I watched both ended in 1-1. So I've tried to pick. I've picked, I think,
who have you gone for?
two players from the games that I watched, and 2 for which I haven't. I went for Carl Hein in goal, game I didn't watch.
Who does he play for? Sorry.
Real Valladolid. He's
Valladolid.
He's on loan from Arsenal, isn't he? Yeah, he's
Okay.
the good keeper.
Yeah, kept a clean sheet against Espanyol, made 2 saves, which is not great
Hmm.
because it's 2 saves, but I thought his distribution was very good, decent keeper, kept a clean sheet. Because looking outside of it, the keepers who made more saves, they conceded more goals.
Oh, well then, yeah. Fair.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, it's fair play. It's the same with Muto. Like, it's a clean sheet kind of thing. 45% pass accuracy, which isn't great, but 5 accurate long balls, so starting a lot of attacks.
Yeah.
And 3 of his 4 saves were diving saves inside the box,
Nice.
so they were a
Okay.
little bit more athletic and a lot more active. But
Similar to against
Moreirense.
Moreirense.
yeah, perfect.
Jamie,
Jamie,
keeper, I've kind of already mentioned him, but I've gone for is it Dillon from Willem-Twee? I think I've just looked it up here. So Willem-Twee, their first game was away to Feyenoord, drew 1-1, conceded in the 12th minute, then proceeded to have 22 shots, the keeper saving 20 of them, and then scored an 82nd minute equaliser, and then of course saving 15 in the last game. I think I can't really pick another.
So
So
he's
what,
made that many
he's made
saves in 2
35
games.
saves.
That's incredible.
He saved 20 in the first game and then 15.
Was that on target or was that all
And conceded
shots?
1 goal.
And he conceded 1.
Hang on, I'm gonna
And they're all saves.
I'm going to quickly fact check this. Just in
Bro,
case.
If
what?
that's ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
That's why I'm.
As I said, I haven't watched these games, but from what I've seen, from what I've been reading,
If that's accurate, then 100% I agree with you.
That reminds me of was it
let me have a look.
Dragovski?
Eredivisie?
He played, I think it was against Juventus, and he made like 24 in one game or something.
I
It
can't
was a-
find
I don't know
Eredivisie.
how many it was, but it was a ridiculous number.
Let me have a look here.
That's crazy if that's true.
How do you spell the Eredivisie? Oh, I found it. Never mind.
Willem-
me.
I think I'd say Costa's winning, unless
Until-
that's true.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Yeah, so
I
as
can't
said,
lie,
I
my goalkeeper's not winning.
Did you say it was Willem 2? Sorry.
Willem-Twee, yeah.
Willems 2.
So as I said, I haven't seen any of the games, so I'm kind of going off what
Yeah.
I've been reading,
But
which
I
might
think-
not necessarily
I think
be,
when the
but
statistics are that impressive,
One.
then I
It
think you
says
can't.
one
Sometimes
here.
you just can't argue with
Are
numbers.
you
gonna try-
sure?
I'm gonna try and
3
find,
shots on target out of 8.
I'm gonna
Oh,
try-
sorry, no, 11 shots, 1 on target, 1
Ah.
save. That's
Maybe
the
he
first
faced
game.
35 shots then.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna have a look here.
And for this one, it was 6 saves, so it was about 7 saves total.
Okay.
bear with me.
So actually,
Yeah, so I'm trying to look at where. So
Costa,
I read it on the train this
It's
morning.
not a bad
so
shout.
Yeah, I don't think it's. It looks like he's been solid, but I don't think that he's
Yeah.
made that many saves.
I'm gonna just try and find, because I read it on the train this morning, but I think
Hmm.
I don't know where I got it. Where is
what,
it?
what are you on FOTMob?
Fop mob, yeah.
Yeah, I think we'll go with Costa then. I think
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Costa, yeah, made the
Costa.
most
I mean, that
saves.
passing, that
Passing was
passing's
mental.
Crazy.
Yeah,
But I would
if I
say
find this stat again, I'll send it to
Yeah.
you guys.
I would
With the
say that
saves.
obviously Willems are going up against big teams that are bigger than them.
Yeah.
Obviously
I mean,
Serie A.
Monese have done a really good start to the season as well.
Atalanta. I'm disappointed in Musa because obviously that pass accuracy I think should be quite higher. But
Moreirense.
Yeah,
yeah, I think I'm happy to give it to Costa.
Yeah,
I think
I'm in
that
agreement
makes-
Cool.
with
so
that.
that's
That makes
1
sense.
point to Tom this week. I'm going to write that down so I don't forget.
Awesome.
Cool.
1 point to Tom.
Right.
Let's move on to defenders and let's kick it off with Lloyd this time.
Right, I'm going to go for Daily Blind from Girona. This is one of
Yeah.
the games that I watched. They
Love
drew
that.
1-0, so he did concede a goal. But my God, mate, it was absolutely imperious at the back. His ball playing abilities are incredibly underrated. Of course, you would know that from
He's
at
a great
Ajax.
player. Can play
Unreal.
everywhere as well.
Yeah, so, and in the air,
Hmm.
I can't remember who was playing up top for Real Betis, but they I don't.
It's
I
a new
don't-
striker, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't
know.
think they did. I'm trying to think who actually scored the goal for Real Betis. I can't remember. But as for some of the attackers, they really, really did struggle. Someone in the game had a brilliant game for Real Betis, who I might get onto in a bit. But Daily Blind was everywhere. Aerial duels, he won pretty much everything. Ground duels was imperious. Just really, really good performance. Like, just stood out to me. Even from like just watching the game, he was just a level above every other defender on the field.
Really?
Yeah.
Fair.
Damn. Respect. Okay, Jamie, your turn.
So I'm gonna go for Yorohato from Ajax.
Yep.
I know we lost, but he scored our only goal, and defensively was very good throughout. So we've got here four interceptions, 3 tackles, 2 blocks, and then offensively, I think he hit the crossbar as well, and then scored, of course. And then his passing accuracy was 83% throughout the game.
Okay.
I think from what I did see and from what I didn't, I think from reading about everyone else, I think he was just the most consistent throughout. I couldn't really find anyone else that was had as good stats as him. I know that a couple of the centre backs from, I want to say one from BSV had similar stats.
Okay.
But I think because Hartson scored,
and obviously he's playing in a worse team at the moment.
Yeah, at the moment, a team that got pretty poor scores, coming out with a 7.65 average rating, when the rest of the team was about 6. So he was by far the best player. Yeah.
Obviously, he played left back that game. Do you see his future as a left back, or is he more of a centre half? Do you think?
I think he can be a bit like Daley Blind, for example.
Yeah.
So he can play CDM, he can play left back, he can play centre back. I think it's one of those positions, a bit like we had Jurgen Timber.
Yes.
Who can kind of just fill in where we need him. I think that's what's going to happen with Yolo Hato.
Okay.
I think he'll come where we need him to play, he can play and he'll be comfortable with it. So, as I said, he's come up with quite a few goals. I think he got 3 last season, scored 1 on the first day. This is the first game he's played. If he continues with these stats, I can't see him staying for more than this season.
Really?
Because he's wanted by a lot of clubs.
Well, he's a bit of a wonder kid, and I think he's got a bright future ahead of him.
Yeah.
I would say if he left at the end of this season, it's a bit like Gravenberch, where I say it's a bit early, personally.
Potentially.
I think depending on where he goes. I think it very much depends. Because I think if he went to, for example, if I picked out a team now, Aston Villa, a team that's on the verge of Champions League in a transition period, he would fit into that team perfectly.
Yeah.
Whereas if he goes to Arsenal, if he goes to Man City, he would be a bench player who's not at the moment. So I think it's about choosing where you go wisely.
Agreed.
I think going to a bigger team, because he should be playing Champions League football. And realistically, at the moment at Ajax, it's not going to happen.
No.
So I think a move is good for his career, but just a smart move.
Okay. Cool. I'm just going to quickly do mine. Excuse me. That's awkward. I'm going to bring to the table Andrea Cambiaso from Juventus. Again, hearing this guy speak on Juventus, I'm going to try and get his name at some point. But he just basically is the biggest fan channel of Juve, in English anyway. The total football came from this guy. He started off as a left back last season. He's playing right back now, but cutting inside, being that inverted fullback, looks to dictate the play and basically helps transition to this new Motta style. Looks like the guy. Scored a wonder goal. I haven't seen it, but apparently it was fantastic. A 92% pass accuracy as well, I think is good. Created 2 chances, 1 dribble, 2 crosses, 4 long balls, and then won both of his tackles, 3 clearances, 2 headers and 4 recoveries, and 3 of his fine ground duels. I just think very well rounded, a good defender, but creating good chances as well. Solid.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
No one stood out in particular.
Right. Okay. Cool.
That's a worry.
Yeah, that's good.
It's like
Here we
the
go.
good keepers for me.
No, it was just like with everyone that kept clean sheets, everyone's stats are pretty similar. So I actually want to let you guys
pick it out
because I don't think anyone particularly stood out.
Okay,
personally.
go on. Then.
But obviously, I think a keeper, a defender, I've forgotten what it is now.
I'll talk about.
What's
Say
his name?
about me being prepared, or was that-
No. I was prepared, but I've looked at it and he's not.
Not that good.
He's not what I was looking at. Yeah.
Okay.
No.
It's annoying. Was it him? No. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I had a player. I had Coates for Sporting.
Oh right, yeah.
Okay.
But no, he's just not.
No.
It's not been level.
Not big enough.
Fair enough.
When you guys been saying your stats, I'm like,
No.
Yeah. Okay.
So
bit mid.
Right, okay. So what do you think of the players we've then brought up then?
I kind of want to go Blind.
Yeah. I'm with that.
I want to go Blind.
XIX. Also, he's 32 now or something.
yeah, he's getting
still
on.
playing.
He's getting on, mate.
He's still
honestly.
playing at this level.
Mate, his performance. Oh,
Yeah.
I think we'll
exceptional.
I think we'll give it to him then.
Yeah. What
I
do
think
you
Yeah.
think?
that works.
I mean,
Bailey Blin.
but I know Blin's talent. I'm aware of his ability. I like Cambias, especially given the wonder goal. It's kind of my thing. But obviously, if everyone else is going with Blind, I'll allow it on this occasion. Carlos will be happy.
I mean, you've got an older player, you've got a younger player, and then
Yeah.
you've got one in the middle.
I'm typing away because I'm trying to find a good.
Gonna try to find a player. Yeah.
Nah,
I think
if
it's-
you're
I think
struggling
it's-
this
yeah,
much, it's
it's
not
like-
worth
it's
it.
great. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been just checking the stats.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Right.
Cool. Let's
We'll go
move on. I
midfielders.
think we'll give you the point for that one.
Yeah.
And then we'll move on. I think.
Fair enough.
Cool. So, where are we?
Midfielders.
Midfielders. So I'm going to kick this one off. Basically, the midfielder I picked is technically a winger, but Fotmov counts him as a midfielder, so I'm going to do it.
Right.
I'm going to put up Mbangula, another Juventus boy.
It was a debut, wasn't it, as
It was
well?
his debut, and a lot of people were like, "What the hell are you doing playing this kid in a big opening fixture?" And he looked phenomenal. I mean, obviously got a goal, also got an assist.
Yeah.
On his debut, it was.
I'm just doing this research. I've found a better keeper.
Too late.
Oh.
We
Well,
said we
you
moved
won the
on.
goalkeeper anyway.
I know, but because I've won anyway, can I just say?
Was-
Finish your point, but
God's sake.
He's found a better
Um,
keeper.
Yeah, so obviously it was his debut, ran the show, 1 goal, 1 assist. Obviously 88% pass accuracy as well, so didn't really give the ball away either.
Right.
1 dribble, 2 touches in the opposition box, 1 accurate long ball, 2 tackles, 5 out of 5 ground duels, 1 out of 1 aerial duels. Didn't put a foot wrong. Like, there's not a thing here where I go, okay, he missed something. Not really. And then obviously he got the goal and also got the assist for the other goal. Just looked solid. And for a debut as well.
That's
this
really
is the-
impressive.
This is the thing, because
That's
this
a
kid is
good-
what?
yeah.
Is he 19? He's 20.
20.
20, first ever game for Juventus. I think the fact that he got a goal and assist,
Yeah.
yeah, I think personally.
Yeah, it does
but-
definitely put him
Yeah.
up there, 100%.
so Kai Seko, Shao Seko for
Sean Sek.
Sean Sek for
Yeah.
Morense.
Morense. Back to Morense again.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my
Well,
lord.
they won 2 games.
Yeah, so just look at them first.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
1 clean sheet, 10 saves.
after all of that.
Yeah, just want to say.
We-
Just
you
wanna
won it
shout
anyway,
out
but
to him.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
give him.
just wanna
So
shout
what's
out
your midfielder then?
I mean, it's. what did
He's
you say his
already
name?
said it
Gon
already.
Calves.
Gonçalves.
How many did he get, did you say?
3 goals. First 2 games.
Not
from
bad, not
midfield,
bad.
4 key passes, 5 successful dribbles. I mean, yeah, he's integral in, 9 goals?
Fair enough. I think you can't really say
No.
anything about that. You know,
No,
like,
you just got to say that's not a
They-
bad
they-
return, is it?
it's a pretty damn good return.
they have just mullered everyone they face.
Oh, good luck to the rest of them, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so
Like,
what-
you've even got like Trincao as well, scored 2 in the last game.
Yeah.
Who did they face? Sorry, I need to. Who did they face?
Nacional.
Okay, that's
Nacional,
why.
yeah.
That's why Nacional just promoted and they've lost
I
like
know,
half
but-
their players.
Yeah.
And but they also beat Rio Ave.
Julio Ave, yeah. No, fair enough. 2
Yeah.
pretty shit teams.
Yeah, but I mean, Goncalves 2 goals and he scored 6 minutes into the start of the season.
Ever.
6 minutes.
He is a winger, but he is.
Again, I think we can count wingers as midfielders.
He is a
in this.
midfielder.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I think we'll
okay.
say wingers and midfielders.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
the Eredivisie, the quality is so shit that like, other than like 3 teams, there's not really going to be anyone that, unless they have like a ridiculous like 1 game, it's
Yeah.
not going to
If
stand
it's all
out.
PSV, it's fine. You can say that.
No, it's
all
not fine
good.
for me. Come on.
It's painful.
Go on then. Which PSV player is it this time?
So unfortunately, I've gone for Johan Bakayoko.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah.
where's he right now?
He's PSV.
Is he?
Yeah.
the fuck did that
So
What do you mean?
When does he go to PSV? I had no idea this was a thing.
he's been there.
Has
He's
he
been
not
there
been there
since
for a while?
2021. He's been there.
Bro, you're thinking
He's
of a
been there for
different
two-
Bakayoko.
Yeah, there's
Ah.
there's 2 Bakayokos in the midfield and a
Dumbass.
winger.
Tiamu.
I was like, when the fuck did he get there?
So
oh, fuck's
2
sake.
games, 2
You
goals.
really showed your full knowledge there, bro. Different first name, plays at PSV.
Fuck's
2 games, 2 goals. Got 3 assists in the last game. And then looking through like offensive stats, 3 key dribbles. Even defensively, was it 40% tackle rate for an attacking winger is pretty good.
Yeah.
And looking at passes, 84% pass completion. On average, I think that's 1.5 key passes. and of course like 3 assists. Yeah, it was amazing. I think, unfortunately, watching him is he kind of ran the whole. I'm going to go on to another PSV player, but I think at least for the last game, a goal and 2 assists is. 3 assists is pretty good.
What, for one game?
Yeah, a goal and 3 assists in the last game when they won 5-1.
That might beat mine.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
I mean,
How old is this guy?
Actually, how many
He's
assists
21.
has he got?
He's 21. Okay, cool.
21.
I'm gonna say mine anyway.
Some old gun. Is it like I don't know? Oh, who's old? Santi Cazorla. Is it Santi
You
Cazorla?
know, have like Munain.
Yeah, he just left Athletic Club. I'm not sure where he's gone actually.
Oh shit! Oh, didn't he go to either Saudi or like
But I can imagine that might be a destination.
Saudi? Yeah.
But-
2 assists, by the way, for
So what? Two
Gonzalez.
goals.
3 goals, 2 assists.
In the last game.
Last 2 games though.
Oh, okay,
Right.
yeah.
It's tight.
It's tight.
Interesting.
Because one game, one's 2. Oh.
Yeah. My player is Viliot Swedberg from Celta
Okay.
Vigo.
Oh
Yeah,
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 I know
He
the
ca-
name.
He,
I
came,
know the name.
he came off the bench at half time against Deportivo Alaves. They finished 10th last year. They got they're a decent side. They're 1-0 down at home. He gets the goal, and then he gets the assist for the winner, which Iago Aspas puts top bins with an outside of the foot
Is
finish.
he still playing? I feel like he retired 5 years ago.
Yeah, no,
Iago
he's
Aspas
he's
has
an
been around.
absolute he's an icon.
The fact that he played for Liverpool as well is mental.
Played for Liverpool for one season and took a corner that was terrible, and that was about it. That's all he did, and then he went back to Celta Vigo and continued
an
scoring
icon.
goals.
Yeah.
I'll just point out for Bakayoko, his average rating in the last 2 games on average is an 8.7.
Mine's an
Damn,
8.8.
for
So
2
That's
games,
not
yeah.
bad, is it? I know. I mean,
That's with that return is ridiculous.
I've watched.
He was 2 games.
Yeah, he got an 8 point
No, but what was his goals and assists over 2 games?
over 2 games. Let me have a quick look. Bear with me.
Of course, yeah.
I think going forward from next week
Over
onwards,
2 games, 4 goals, 4 assists.
Yeah, from next week it'll be
Okay.
Yeah.
I think
one
going
game.
forward, because obviously this is the first week we've got a couple of fixtures.
Yeah.
Next week, let's just stick to 1 week's worth of fixtures.
No,
Well, yeah,
we
it was
should
great
keep
because we
up to
didn't.
date.
We didn't do it last week.
Today
So
we've already carried on, but for next week onwards, we're going to go to
We're
1
not here.
game.
That's what I'm saying. We're not here next week. It should be 2 weeks.
Well,
No,
yeah. if we
we're
miss-
not going to do
Yes,
that.
it should be.
Well,
We'll debate it after.
Anyway,
over the
I'll tell you what,
last
We'll do
Really-
majority rules
over the
afterwards.
last 2, 4 goals, 4 assists.
So he's probably the best.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
I want.
just don't like his PSV.
No. I watched Swedberg a couple times last season, and he rarely ever started for them. But whenever he used to come on, he used to just run the show for them. I never really understood. And even like last week, I didn't watch the game, but you tell as soon as he came on the pitch, changed the game for him.
Yeah.
So I know he's probably not going to get in, but
It's an actual midfielder. We've all picked wingers, and he's picked an actual
Yeah,
midfielder,
that's-
which I think says a
But
lot.
I think wingers do count as midfield.
They do.
yeah,
but
I mean,
it
he
also
can play
takes
on the
away
wing as
from some good
well. He's
performances.
a versatile player.
Yeah.
Definitely. But I mean, if Bakayoko, as you said, what was it? 4 goals?
4 goals, 4 assists. You got.
I mean,
3
I can't
assists in the
argue with
last
that.
game.
I'm gonna have to go with that. I think as my vote.
I think I'll back it.
Yeah, I think so as well.
So we're going with Bakayoko, then, is that what you're saying?
4 goals, 4 assists. I think the Juventus debut thing is really, really impressive.
Yeah, I think
but
it's
I can't.
close.
Like, if it was 2 goals, 2 assists for him in 2 games, and it
Yeah.
was 1 goal, 1 assist, I probably would have gone for the
Yeah.
Juve debut. It's just 4 goals, 4 assists in 2 matches is absolutely
It's a
obscene.
joke.
That's a joke.
He's 21. It's crazy.
It's
It's
insane.
not funny, is
It's
it?
absolutely
It's really-
insane.
Realistically.
Okay,
So you'll put down Jamie's points.
I will
Yeah,
put down
we'll
a
do
point for Jamie. Yeah,
he
that's
didn't
fine.
want to do that at all, did he?
No, I just think it's just one of the things where this guy's been around for a while. Obviously, PSV are dominant. Juve, we weren't expecting this. Some
No,
of
it's
these guys,
surprising.
like,
Yeah,
it is
no, of course,
surprising.
on
yeah.
his debut as well, I was just like, yeah. This
I just
guy's
think
quality.
the amount of goals and assists is like
Mental.
sometimes some stats they're just unarguable. I find, and yeah, I mean if
Yeah.
you're putting up those numbers,
Yeah, I would also say that obviously because you guys have got 2 games and I've only got 1.
well,
the
yeah, I've
stats
got one
don't
as well.
carry as much. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
so
I've got one as
some
well.
of these players aren't kind of carrying. So
I think we're basing off. Yeah.
yeah.
I get what you mean, but
Yeah, but once the season starts, it's not going to make a difference.
yeah. Well, once season
everyone will
properly
have
gets
one
rolling,
more
We'll catch up.
Yeah.
Also,
Okay.
we kind of have to because we've played 2 games.
Yeah.
Kind of
We
have
can't
to
cover-
go
we
through
can't not
2
cover
games.
them, yeah.
So
Cool. Who hasn't gone first yet? I think it's you, Jamie, isn't it?
me, yeah.
So why don't you kick us off with your final player, the forward?
Okay, so my forward is gonna have to be Luke De Jong.
He's back.
Yeah, in the last game scored 2 for PSV. His offensive stats throughout that game. He's also got 2 assists. So he must have got an assist in the first game, an assist in the second.
Right, okay.
2 key passes. Overall average rating of 7.9. Once again, 85% pass accuracy, and just looked good, just dominated. I know he's 33, but you know he's just he was just standout player really.
Age is just a number, and he
Yeah.
showed it.
Yeah,
Very
that's pretty much it.
Thomas,
Gyökeres.
Yeah, fair.
I
how
don't
many
think we're winning this
goals?
one, lads.
How many goals?
3 goals, 1 assist. So not
Is that 1 game or 2 games?
2 games.
That's nearly the same as.
So he had 10 total shots with 7 on target.
Hmm.
It's pretty good. 4 key passes, 6 successful dribbles, and 15 touches in the opposition box.
Okay, very good.
Good
Solid
on you,
player.
So
Fair.
I mean, again, I'm working off of 1 game here, so you're gonna have to bear with me whilst I say this. Marcus Thuram, Inter Milan,
nice.
two draw. He scored both goals and was man of the match.
yeah,
XG on target of 2.12, so he underperformed his XG on target percentage. 8 of 12 accurate passes, 2 chances created, 5 shots off target as well, so he's like 7 shots total. 30 touches in the opposition box, 1 dribble, 1 tackle, 1 clearance, 2 out of 6 ground duels, 5 out of 5 aerial duels, so was dominant in the air. Got a lot of shots away and managed to get a dribble off as well. Active in the box. As again, if you double those stats, like 4 goals total, if you were to have 2 games, like average, like
that's not how it works.
no, but if you you'd have a goal and a half.
So straight face, just not how it works.
Yeah.
End it.
So you have a goal and a half per game, and I've got 2 goals per game. Cause I haven't had the opportunity, but it is though because I haven't had the opportunity to play 2 games.
I mean, if it gets me an extra point.
This is why.
No, Henry's just desperate for a point. He's the only one that hasn't got one yet.
No, yeah.
Yeah, even Dan's got 1 point.
Right, hang on. The point of this is right that Thuram played better in 1 game.
Then
Off.
you think that Gyökeres played in 2?
I think this is why I want to do it based on 1 game week because it's 1 game against 1 game. Everything's fair because if you have
That's
2
a shame.
opportunities to score,
No.
if you have 2 opportunities to score, you'll have double the chance to score. You
Yes,
have
but
more
if
chances.
If you're
someone-
looking at Premier League teams, Premier
Yeah.
League have only played 1 game, and yet
But we're not looking at the Premier League.
no. But I'm saying if you look at that, then Premier League have played 1 game, but there's probably players who have stood out
Yeah.
probably more than what we've said.
Yeah.
But it's only been 1 game, so it kind of
we
depends.
can't not cover. Also, when does Bundesliga start?
this week.
Next week.
Right,
this
so they're going
weekend
to be
coming,
I
3.
think.
They're going to be
Yeah.
2 games behind
So
in
then-
general.
No, but
But it's not based
but we're
on
only
the
going to cover the games we haven't covered yet.
Yeah,
So
you'll catch up.
from the next time we record, we're only going to be doing those 2
we'll
games.
all be in the same
Yeah.
position at that
I
point.
think in a couple of weeks' time there's a La Liga midweek, so
Yeah, so there'll be
Carlos,
more chances.
Carlos.
Yeah,
will
1
have
or 2 will
double,
have a game
double
more.
at
Yeah.
some stage.
I think we have that as well at some point.
There will be
so
points where that happens, but we just deal with
We
it
kind of have to just go off.
Yeah.
Who plays and
because we're
Yeah.
not going to discredit someone because they played 2 games and scored 8 goals, and someone scored 2. How does this work?
Exactly.
4,
It's difficult, isn't it?
4.
so 4
Yeah.
in 2 or like 2 in 1.
Yeah.
Can't really
No.
compare.
And you look at the assists as
Yeah,
well. and-
yeah. No, I
Because
get
also
it.
after a while, players will start to even out the amount of games they've
Yeah.
played anyway.
Yeah.
So we'll look at it kind of over.
So your striker was Thuram.
Thuram, yeah.
How many goals?
2.
Gyökeres,
Yeah.
De Jong, and mine is Robert Lewandowski back at Barcelona
2
under
goals,
Hansi
2
Flick.
Another 2 goals,
Going to
yeah.
the Estadio Mestalla, a very difficult place to get a result from. Make
Mm.
the atmosphere very good over there, and just his overall knowledge of where to be in the box in the right areas. I think you know what you're going to get with Lewandowski.
The
You're
ultimate
gonna
poacher.
you're gonna get goals. You're not gonna get someone who's going to be playing these incredible fancy passes or anything like that. He's a poacher. He's going to
Yeah,
get goals.
100%.
You know what he's all about. And to get 2 goals away from home against a side who, of course, have a goalkeeper like Mamadashvili in goal, who's an
Yeah.
incredible shot
Yeah.
stopper.
On his way to Liverpool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hopefully.
Well, going back on loan.
Yeah,
Going
he'll be
to
back on
Bournemouth.
loan there for a year, and then we'll get him.
Yeah.
But
Where's he going? Is it back to Valencia?
back to
Back to
Valencia
Valencia.
now.
I thought it was Bournemouth.
Yeah, Bournemouth, it's not working because Liverpool want to buy him now rather than buy him next season and then Valencia loan him to Bournemouth. It doesn't work.
Yeah, that's weird.
They want to spend the money now, so then probably Liverpool can have a bigger year
Okay.
next summer. But as for Lewandowski, scored a penalty and in the right area at the right time. I'm not going to say it was a fantastic goal, but this is knowledge, and to go there and get 2 away from home, unlike Real Madrid, who of course dropped points to a team like Mallorca, I think it's quite impressive that he's been able to do that.
Yeah.
20 goals this season, I think, for him at least.
Yeah.
That's what
I
I'll
think
put that.
So
on
everyone's
him for
got
him.
2 goals for a striker.
I've got 3.
3.
Yeah.
So on average.
So you've got what? 2 in 2, was it?
Yeah, 2 in
2 and 2.
yeah, 2 in 2, 3
Three,
in 2.
3 and
3 and an assist.
3 and an assist and 2.
I've got 2 goals and 1.
Yeah, I've got
And you've
2
got
and
2
1.
goals and 1.
Yeah.
And I've got more goal involvements.
That you
I've
do.
got 1 assist. So
You do, but you've got
Still
4. You've got 2
You're-
goal involvements per game, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But one of yours is an assist.
Yes.
Whilst 2, I've got 2 goals.
Who did
in the game, and
who did everyone's team play against? Was it Genoa?
No,
we.
It might have been,
I
actually.
can't say we.
Well, you
it
heard
was
we
Genoa.
heard about mine
Yeah.
weren't exactly 2 particularly difficult sides.
No.
Well, PSV played Volvik, so it was not great.
yeah, I
They're
played Genoa.
pretty poor.
Yeah.
I think I'd go with
Uh,
Lewandowski.
I'm going to argue
Who's
I wouldn't
who's
say
it
Lewandowski.
against Valencia?
Valencia, yeah.
Away from home, Valencia.
And they I think
that's
they
not
finished
bad, yeah.
8th last season.
Yeah.
I'm happy to back you on that
I
one.
think
Yeah.
I think away from home Valencia is difficult, and I think that.
All right.
Yeah.
That's 2 points to Carlos, technically.
Yep.
Cool.
Okay.
He's going to be happy when he comes back, isn't he?
Let me get this quiz up.
Let's move on to our
Okay.
final segment.
Oh, here we go.
Get the
We're gonna
whiteboards out.
do the quiz, and then I'll quickly run through the scores on the doors.
Do you want to use my one? Because yours.
I've got one here. No, it's fine. I'm going to copy it down.
Oh, fair. Cool.
Yeah, no worries. So if you want to kick us off with your first question, whilst I'm just writing this down.
Cool. So, you ready?
Don't worry, I can't see his answers. It's all good, guys.
What month is it currently?
Today, this month is August.
Thank you. Bear with me.
Blimey,
just-
summer's
this is where I have to
summer's
remember
almost
what
over,
everyone
guys.
Why do you have to write this down now?
Take a picture of it.
Forget to do it otherwise.
Take a picture.
You've got the thing there.
Yeah, but I need to remember who you...
Just
Use this because I'm not using it, and then we can.
No, you're fine. Trust me. It's all
Fair
good.
enough.
Yeah, just ask the first question and then we'll get to it.
So, first question. Ajax have won the most Eredivisie titles, but how many have they won?
Does it have to be the exact amount?
It's just the whoever's closest.
Whoever's closest, I'm going to go with. So I don't expect you to get this exactly.
Let's go with that. I don't know whether that's right or not. I'm
Are
really
we going
don't
question answer?
Question
or
answer, yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
You good?
Yes, I am. I'm just quickly making a note of
Cool.
this. Because the thing is, the way I've done it, annoyingly, is that I've done it based on category. So I've got to write down who won the defender, who won the attacker,
Okay.
so forth.
That's
Right.
fine.
So have
who
you
won
all...
the midfielder?
Me.
Me.
No, you.
Me.
Yeah, you.
Okay.
Oh, I want keeper.
Yeah.
You won keeper. Right, hang on.
Yeah.
Bear with me just 1 second.
Shouldn't
and
it
I'm
also
with you.
just be there? I want keeper. Carlos
It will be in line.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
didn't write it down.
Jamie wrote.
That's all good.
That's fine.
Has everyone
I
got
think-
their answers?
Bear with me just 1 second and I'm with you.
Yeah.
And we're giving
In
Dan...
future, we're definitely going to do this off camera.
Yes.
Yes, we are. I'm going to give Dan 1 bonus point because he's ill. Cool, and it's definitely done. Right, cool. Sorry about that, everybody.
So,
I'm
got an
with you.
answer?
I do indeed.
Cool. So
it is... I went
you put
19.
19,
28.
28,
I went
37.
37. I don't know how much. I feel like they've won a lot.
But Liverpool, how many times...
Oh, man.
36. I saw that and was like, yep, well done.
Fairs.
36
I
titles.
thought they won
the
a
next
huge
is
amount.
PSV with 28.
So what? Is
so
that
we're
one,
pretty
is that-
clear.
Is that one to me? Yeah.
Yeah.
We're pretty clear
Another
on that.
point to Lloyd. Carlos is going to be loving life.
Carlos is absolutely loving it,
He's
mate.
chilling, bro.
Right. So
I don't want to get that punishment, guys. if it
Well, you're
falls,
not getting the punishment.
well, I know, but if it falls on that week for me,
You know what? I might just be ill that week.
Well,
might not be
Carlos,
here.
Carlos might take it for you, to be fair. Like,
I might be at work.
he's loving it.
No, I know that.
my
No,
train
he
was
isn't, but-
cancelled. Okay, we're gonna go second one.
Yep. Let's do it.
Cool. So, as you know, many high quality players have left the Eredivisie, but how much was the highest transfer fee received for a player in the Eredivisie, and who was it? The answer will be in euros,
I
Right.
think this was right.
because I can't.
Is there a point for the money and a point for the player?
Yeah, I'll do one for money, one for player.
Okay, cool.
Unless if I'm being really stupid, I think it's got to be him, isn't it?
I think this is right.
Okay.
Oh, shall I put million? That'd probably be good,
I
wouldn't
mean,
it?
it's not going to be like pounds. Just
I
full
know. I just
stop.
put
Right.
the fee, and I'm like, yeah, I need to add the million onto
Cool.
that.
Got an answer?
Yep.
Yep.
All right. Let's go.
95 million for Anthony.
92 million pounds today.
So one of you got it spot on.
Oh,
95 million
I should
for
get that
An-
right. In all fairness,
95 million for Anthony. So you two still get a point.
So we get
but
a
you've
point.
got two.
Henry's got 2.
Yep.
I've got 2. Nice. Did you get the player right?
Yeah, they both got the player.
Yeah, right.
One was
What did you
90,
go
one
for
was
for the
92.
fee? Can I ask?
I went 90.
Nah.
90,
It was a lot of
92.
money. It was too much fucking money.
Yeah.
So Henry's got a point.
Yay! I got 2.
Hasn't got
He
just
actually gets
one. He's got
What?
2.
He got 2
I've now got
because he
a
got
better
one
score
for
than you.
player and
Oh, we're
amount.
giving extra bonus points.
He got the exact amount.
We did clarify.
Well, I'm not going to
beforehand,
complain about
But
that.
it was both.
He's still got a point. Take
yeah,
it.
yeah, man.
I'm still doing
Right.
better than you this week now.
Yeah, That's what
Nowhere.
I'm saying. He's doing better than me now this week.
Oh, yeah.
Bullshit.
Unlucky.
Bullshit. man.
Okay, so
You might overtake me with this one, to be fair.
Well, haven't you both got 2 each?
I've got
No,
one.
he's got 1. He won the goalkeeper.
Had like 7 goals between 2 players and didn't even get them either of them in the team.
that's only because one player had a ridiculous
Yeah.
flipping
That's
start.
because you're bloody 4
Okay.
and 4.
Trust me, because I don't even like it.
Yeah.
Okay, so Willy van der Kulen is the top scorer in Eredivisie history, but how many goals has he scored? This is just who's closest.
I don't know the history of this league that well, actually. Coming to
Just
think
go
of
with
it.
what,
How many
what you
goals
think.
has Shearer got? That's my question to myself.
Okay.
Well, that's probably not that answer.
Fuck you.
I can't hear you.
Let's go with this. This is funny.
Okay. Right.
3,
2,
2,
1.
1, 210.
420.
You're closest. It's 476.
Oh!
476 goals.
476 goals.
How many years did he play in the league?
I'm gonna
by the
get
way?
this.
Joke.
I'm gonna get the
Bro,
stats up now because I
he was
remember looking at this and going,
blazing. Fucking
Jesus.
me.
I thought 280 was a bit much.
Yeah, I was like 210, you know, be reasonable.
Yeah.
Willy van der Kulen, he died 2021, but he has scored 476, played 528 league games,
It's not bad.
which is
Damn.
a very good
How
return.
many?
Fuck
500?
me.
528 league games.
470 odd goals. That's mental.
That's ridiculous.
Excuse me?
we need to wrap this up.
We do. We do.
Right.
So
Yeah.
the final scores and the doors for this week.
Sorry, can I just point out his only ever transfer fee was 1k. That's the most any team ever spent on him. He went
Jesus.
on a free transfer twice.
Wow.
Damn. Right. Well, on that note, in joint third place, you've got Tom and Dan, technically, because Dan got a point. Joint third place. Woo.
Fuck
Sorry, joint third place. You, Dan, and Jamie.
It would be
All
me.
with
Yeah,
1
Yeah,
point.
so I
Sorry.
wasn't part of
Sorry, I
yeah,
got that
team.
wrong. And then in joint first place, it's me and Lloyd.
No.
Oh, really?
So we're
Hey.
No, you and Carlos.
Sorry, me and
Yeah.
Carlos.
So we're joint. We're all
Lloyd's
joint
here.
second
We're all
actually,
joint
not
second,
third.
actually.
Yeah.
So,
So his maths is maths in there. He
Congratulations
forgot about you.
to
Put us in
win.
third.
Mate, to be fair, it's a rotter there.
3rd out of 5, yeah, so that works. I've just decided on the spot actually that we're going to do individual awards for the season for who win the most quizzes, attackers, midfielders, defenders, goalkeepers. Because I'm tracking it. Whoever won the most attackers will get like a little certificate or something.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Well done, everybody. Well done, everybody who won this week. Me and Lloyd, me and Carlos. Smashed it.
Yeah, you look so much like it.
Yeah, good accent. You got the accent as well.
I know, man.
Same person.
So he'll be happy that he's top. So.
Yeah.
Thank you
There you go.
all.
He needs the help.
He is, yeah. To be fair.
Oh, we'll find out.
Thank you all very much for watching this week's Purple Show. As I say, we are back. We'll be back in 2 weeks' time. Unfortunately, we've got a break next week, unfortunately, due to studio issues. But we're going to be back in 2 weeks' time with the usual crew. Jamie, we've got to have Carlos back. Thank you for stopping in for today, Lloyd.
No
Can't talk
problem.
today. Dan will be back. Tom will be back. And obviously, I'm still here. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. Make sure you subscribe, you like the video, you give us some comments down below, anything you're feeling and thinking. And we'll catch you next time. Goodbye.
See ya.
See ya.